One of the biggest mysteries is where is the governor right now? He hasn't been seen since Wednesday when he spoke to reporters outside his Portland home. That's where our Chris Woodard is live. Chris, any sign of the governor there today?
No, not at this point. All has been quiet here for about the last 2.5 hours. If you take a look, you can see the home itself is pretty dark right now. It doesn't look like there are many lights on. There is one black security SUV parked out in front of his home and has been there all day. Just a little bit next to the front of the governor's home is a driveway. The last flurry of activity we saw was at about 3 o'clock today when 3 vehicles quickly came pulling out of that driveway. Those vehicles had been parked out of sight behind the governor's home. Now, we have no idea if the governor was in those vehicles. Frankly, we don't know if he's been at his home at all today, but this is the last place that he talked to reporters, and that's why we're here. All this attention, something some neighbors are okay with. It's a bit of a mixed bag, though.
Stunned and just absolutely surprised.
While the trucks and cameras have taken some by surprise.
I walk this route almost every day.
A little different today to walk around.
Exactly.
Governor John Kitzhaber's Portland neighbors have gotten awfully used to the media over the last 3 days.
You know, I understand it's a pretty big deal in the state of Oregon to have, a sitting governor resign as a result of what he obviously considers and what the press obviously considers some corrupt activity.
It started Wednesday night. Media camped out outside the governor's Southwest Portland home looking for answers, as no one had seen the governor since the Secretary of State rushed home from Washington, D.C.
What can I do for you?
He said he would not resign. But as the craziness at the Capitol ensued and the governor stayed out of sight, we remained looking for answers. No one sure if the governor was home. Black SUVs whisked in and out. No one sure if the governor was inside, as officers mingled around.
Thank you. I'm good.
And it was a scene that repeated itself outside the home of Secretary of State Kate Brown. Everyone hoping to talk to the next in line for the office of governor, as she too kept a low profile. And standing out here outside the governor's home for the majority of the day today, I had a chance to talk to quite a few neighbors. Almost all of them said this entire situation is sad. They say the governor is a pretty private man. Expectedly, most of them don't know him personally. A few happy that he resigned. Most of the people in this neighborhood weren't happy. They say they liked what he had done, hoped he would stick it out. But clearly at this point, that's not the case. Again, no sign of the governor here tonight, but this is the last place he spoke publicly to the media. That's why we're here. And if there is that opportunity tonight, we will certainly bring you sound from the governor. For now, live in Southwest Portland, I'm Chris Woodard for KOIN 6 News.